Hello and welcome to the Weather Hazard Briefing presented by National Weather Service Pocatello for Tuesday, May 7th. Here's what you'll see in this presentation. The spring snowstorm will be wrapping up mostly by tonight. We're looking for the mountains in the upper Snake Plain to receive some more snow. Elsewhere it should be just light rain, and not even everywhere will get some of that. There is a slight chance of thunderstorms around the Stanley Basin on the northern end of the Snake River Plain, and also in our eastern mountains. It'll be very windy from Shelley southward, and there is a wind advisory in effect. And it's also going to be fairly cold, enough for a frost advisory for the Snake River Plain and the eastern Magic Valley for tonight. Temperatures should warm to near normal by Thursday night and Friday. So a couple days of transition here, and then by Sunday we should be in the middle to upper 70s for our heavily populated areas. Closer to more summertime kind of weather. Here's our satellite image. You can see still there's a lot of cloudiness, sort of a weak low moving right in through here, and that's what will be generating the thunderstorms, the snow, and the precipitation, and along with that the winds. You can actually see this banding of clouds. That's because of the very strong winds that are going through the southern tier of Idaho, and that will affect through tonight, or early evening to mid-evening. We'll see those winds all throughout our southwest corner especially. Okay, here are the warnings and advisories for today. I had to split it into two images so you could see it all. First of all, in and around us there are still some winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories up. There's even just the edge of a high wind warning here in western Montana. But for us, it's primarily, this is the wind advisory. Again, it's continues until 8 p.m. tonight. We also have flood warnings that continue for the portions of the Blackfoot River and then the Portneuf River. On the right here, you'll see where the frost advisory is, and then there is a freeze watch for places in Utah. Alright, so our weather risk outlook, you can see most of the impacts are minor. We're looking for, again, very windy conditions in the Snake Plain, the Magic Valley, and the South Hills, where there's also anywhere from a chance of light snow to a slight chance of rain. And the slight chance of thunderstorms is basically in the Snake Plain. Southeast Highlands and Eastern Highlands, there's light to moderate snow there. And you can see it ends by the late afternoon in the Southeast Highlands. Then in the Central Idaho Mountains, it's anywhere from a chance to very likely happening rain and snow, mostly changing over to rain in the afternoon. And you can see the Sawtooth area, especially on its north end, there is a slight chance of some afternoon thunderstorms there. And finally, for again, likely rain, snow, actually categorical rain and snow during the day for Lemhi County. That continues in Lemhi County for Wednesday, for the entire 24-hour period, Wednesday night. Elsewhere, it's being reduced at least by one category of probability. It's even just slight chance in the Wood River area, just a chance in the Sawtooth, and you can see just some slight chances in the Magic Valley and South Hills. So you can see it's all moving to the east. There's just a chance of rain for the Snake River Plain. And then by Thursday, the only places left are some afternoon rain showers in the South Hills, slight chance of thunderstorms, and afternoon rain in the Southeast Highlands. And then in the Eastern Highlands, a slight chance of snow and rain. And then our high pressure moves in for sure for Thursday night and Friday. And you can see nothing's really going on there, just warming trend of the temperatures, and not even much in the way of winds. Alright, so let's look at our flood concerns here in eastern Idaho. Just zoomed in on this page here. It's mainly the Portneuf River at Pocatello, the Portneuf River at Topaz, where we're no longer expecting a moderate flood. It's all in minor flood stage for the Pocatello area, or portion or stretch of the Portneuf River, and it's bouncing right along between the border for action stage and minor flood stage in the upper reaches of the Pocatello River near Topaz. Elsewhere, we are expecting, or we've seen the Blackfoot River near Blackfoot in the Beat Road Fort Hall area is still at minor flood stage, and it's hovering right just above minor flood stage here for the Blackfoot River in the Wolverine Canyon region. Okay, low temperatures this morning. You can see this is why we have a frost advisory out whenever we get temperatures below 36 degrees in the Snake River Plain. That'll definitely be it, and probably actually some hard freeze if anything could grow in the craters of the Moon National Monument. All right, so for today, you can see a lot of it's snow, maybe some rain in the lower elevations during the afternoon. We'll take a look at that. And you can see there are big openings where there will be no precipitation today. So here's how the snow will go. You see the bulk of it is east of the I-15 corridor and the US 20 corridor in the eastern highlands. Still some pretty good, some areas of 4 to 6 inches of snow in Montpelier, or I should say not in Montpelier, but in the Bear River range. Most of the heavily populated areas, it's less than, or populated areas, never mind, is less than an inch or nothing. For the afternoon, starts to rise a little bit and the snow mounts taper off. By this evening it's even lighter, and then overnight tonight as it gets colder, it does pick up here in the Centennial Mountains and in Lemhi County, over through Fremont and Clark counties as well. Okay, so the rainfall amounts, there are places where it will, this will be snow, but rainfall amounts in the lower elevations here, again, pretty light for this morning, pretty light again this afternoon, and still pretty light this evening. And then overnight tonight, again, it's all pretty light. Most of the stuff happening in Teton Pass will be in the form of snow. But what's not light is the wind gusts. We are still looking at some horrendous gusts here in the eastern Magic Valley, and it does reach to advisory criteria right in the Shelley Blackfoot area later on today. This will expand northward. And then strong gusts here as the winds in the northern end of our forecast area change to more northwest. So we have a lot of what we call downslope winds coming off the Continental Divide. Then late tonight, we finally see things starting to calm down, especially areas north from Pocatello northward. High temperatures today, coldest day of the week. Temperatures should struggle. I know we got pretty warm actually yesterday. Did not quite get as cold as we have it here, but we are expecting the clouds to linger with all that rainfall, and so temperatures should be colder, especially with the northerly wind kicking in the northern end of the valley. Low temperatures Wednesday morning or Tuesday night. I could see a lot of 20s and teens and in the central Idaho mountains. Again, we're looking at widespread below 36 degrees in the Snake River Plain, eastern Magic Valley, so expect the return of some sort of frost advisory there, and some pretty cold temperatures here in the eastern and southern highlands. Okay, you can see by Wednesday morning it should be letting up strongly with almost nothing going on our east as the high pressure begins to build in. So here's what's left of the snow for Wednesday morning. Really, except for the Centennial Mountains, it's a skiff of snow. And then by afternoon it's so warm, it's only the extreme high elevation where we're getting a skiff. So, but the rainfall, again, kind of light, but still around. And same for the afternoon. It's all light. It's all below 1/10 of an inch. And then finally, Wednesday evening, there's just a little bit left here on the Montana border. Wind gusts on Wednesday. Well, we could see another stretch of strong winds here during the day on Wednesday. And Wednesday night, though, finally limiting the areas, but again, there's still a possibility of it up here in Clark County. High temperatures on Wednesday. You can see we're starting to see a warm up as things change. Sky's clear. And then overnight Thursday morning, you can see finally getting to near normal. We may not need a frost advisory for Wednesday night, but we'll see. It's going to be very close. And then on day 3 here, you can see the high pressure's moved in, low pressure's down in here. This is a pattern of the high to the north and the low to the south. It's known as a Rex block pattern, which usually means fair weather for those people underneath the high pressure, so that does include us. So a wind gust by Thursday, you can see it's all northeast wind down here. Still kind of breezy to windy, but probably not needing any sort of a wind advisory for this day. And then Thursday night, still some places it's still kind of windy. More breezy though for the bulk of eastern Magic Valley and the southern Snake River Plain, and it's really dying off down here in the Central Idaho Mountains and over here in the eastern highlands. High temperatures on Thursday, look at how they soar. They're going up 10 to 15 degrees. Temperatures here, this is basically right around or just slightly below normal, climatic normals for this time of year. And the low temperatures on Thursday night, you can see they're much more mild. 37 looks like the lowest temperature around here. So at least for the frost-prone areas that we are concerned about. That's all I have. If you have any further questions, you can always contact us at this telephone number here. Check out the weather yourself, weather.gov/Pocatello. Thanks for watching.